All right, so the question today is can a newbie really make money quick? Can a newbie really make quick money? That's a question that's been posed to me, many times by email. People want to know because, like, a lot of times I'll teach people strategies and stuff like that, and they feel like it takes a while to get it going. Oh, I got to build an audience. Oh man, I got to build an email list. Oh crap, I got to learn email marketing. I got to learn how to do sales pages and sales copy and all this other crap. They figure out, oh man, I got to do all this stuff. That's going to take too long. I just want the quick money now. How can I earn the quick money fast? So I get this question right after, how can I earn the quick money fast? The second question is usually, well, can a newbie really make quick money, period? I want to know, because all the strategies you're teaching seem like they take time. So let me answer that. First of all, yes, a newbie can make money fast. A newbie can make quick money. And I know this because I've made money lots of times where, like, I didn't really know a lot about something, but I jumped into it and I made some money, right? So absolutely a newbie can make quick money, right? But I'll give you three tips on how a newbie can make quick money. And I'm not like preaching to you, okay? I'm just telling you what's worked for me. Whenever I jumped into spaces where I didn't know what I was doing and I was able to make quick money, these are three things that have helped me, right? So I'm just telling you what's worked for me. You can take it, you can leave it. If I were you, I'd take it to the bank because you can actually use it to make some money. But let's get into it. So the first thing I would say, whenever I've made money as someone who didn't know what the heck I was doing, number one, I was keeping my eyes open for opportunities. All right. Now, I can take it back to when I was selling on Amazon. I didn't know what I was doing, but I was keeping my eyes open for opportunities, and I figured out that I could, I was already selling books, right? But I figured out I could sell board games. I figured out I could sell hats. I figured out I could sell coffee mugs, right? Three things I didn't care a whole lot about, but I just figured out I could get them really, really cheap at like thrift stores and garage sales and stuff. 25, 50 cents for a hat, a dollar or two for a board game. And then, coffee mugs, just 50 cents for a coffee mug. These items were highly undervalued, right? And I realized they were going for quite a bit. I'm like hundreds of percentages of a markup, thousands of percentages of a markup on a coffee mug. If I can I can buy a coffee mug for 50 cents, turn around and sell it for $30. That's a huge markup. So, I mean, that's a win-win every single time. But, that was just like me not like just confining myself to being an online bookseller, and saying, well, let me look at what else is out here besides books and see what other kinds of stuff is going on. So just like, I call it keeping your head on a swivel. You know what I mean? But you always got to be on the lookout for new opportunities. If you're a newbie and you don't know anything about anything and you don't know what the hell is going on, you want to make quick money, you got to be open. You got to be keeping your eyes open for new opportunities because they're all around you. You have to kind of like train yourself to always be looking for them. You know what I mean? It's like everything's a business opportunity if you just kind of look around for it, right? So that's the first thing I would say. The second thing I would tell you is if you don't know what the hell you're doing about anything and you're a brand new person and you haven't made any money, but you want to make quick money, like you want to make money like now, like this week or like within the next 30 days or whatever. The second thing that I would tell you that's worked for me is like adopting this mentality of no risk it, no biscuit. Like that's a phrase I hear around the NFL a lot, football. But what I mean by that is that you got to take a shot. You got to take chances. What I like to say is I want like a healthy degree of skepticism with an open mind. That's how I look at it. Yes, I'm going to be skeptical of things because there's a lot of scammers out there. There's a lot of people who are trying to just con you out of your money. So you have to have a healthy degree of skepticism, but you can't let that healthy degree of skepticism hinder you from taking advantage of good opportunities, right? You have to have an open mind. You have to be willing to take a chance. You have to be willing to take a risk on things. There's no way you can get to quick money without taking a risk, okay? If you want quick money fast, You got to be able to take a chance. No risk it, no biscuit. I'll give you, and everything I'm telling you guys, I've experienced myself. I've made quick money before. I've made just money just without knowing what the hell I was doing, just jumping into a space and making some money. And no risk it, no biscuit is something you got to take to heart, okay? I'll give you 2 instances that I made money in this kind of situation. Made money in the cryptocurrency space. I lost money too in the cryptocurrencies. I ain't gonna lie to you. I lost money and made money. I didn't know what the hell I was doing with cryptocurrency. I had no business being in cryptocurrency. But, you know, it was popular a couple years ago. Everybody was getting into the cryptocurrency space. It felt like it was the future, man. It felt like if you didn't learn something about cryptocurrency, you were going to get left behind. So, you know, I think we were all trying to figure out about cryptocurrency to some degree. And, you know, with cryptocurrency, I didn't know what the hell I was doing. I was trying to learn about it. I was trying to keep an open mind with it. I have a troubled relationship with cryptocurrency. It goes all the way back to like 17 or something. I was interviewing somebody named Trayvon James, who's a really cool guy, but he does cryptocurrency. And, you know, at that time, cryptocurrency was, I think it was 2016, 2017, whenever I interviewed him. But he came on my show and my YouTube channel. And he was telling me at this time, Bitcoin was up to like $600 or $700. I think it was it was going for like $600 or $700 a Bitcoin. And he was telling me like, dude, now is the time to buy Bitcoin, right? You gotta invest in Bitcoin right now. It's going to go way, way higher than it is right now. And like, I was listening to him and I was hearing him, but not really. In my mind, I felt like Bitcoin was a fad. I felt like it was a fad. I didn't see a use case for it. I didn't see why it was valuable or why it was needed. I just didn't trust it, right? So I didn't invest in it at like $700. And then we flash forward to today, and people might say, oh, well, Bitcoin's a little turbulent. It's going up and down. Yeah, sure. It's a volatile asset. But how much is it going for today? Like $23,000, $24,000 a Bitcoin? I mean, damn, dude. I mean, I could pull that interview up for you right now. That was only like 5 or 6 years ago. And that's just me not risking it. No risk it, no biscuit, man. So like, that's just one example. So like a couple years ago in 2021 or whenever, when crypto started getting popular again, I didn't want to make that mistake again. So I made sure I tried to like invest a little bit in it. I made sure that I tried to like, you know, be open-minded about it and not so skeptical of it, right? And I made money on it. I made money. Another thing I did that with was stocks. You know, I started getting into stocks, even though it was out of my wheelhouse. I started getting into like dividend stocks. I started getting into Robinhood and stuff like that. And what happened was, like, I actually had some GameStop stock and I had some AMC stock. Just because it was cheap, and I was risking. I took a chance and was invested in a little bit of it. So when the GameStop stock, try saying that 5 times really fast. When that like shot up in value, it was worth like $2 or $3 when I got it, and then like all of a sudden it was worth like $300 or $400 a share. Like it was nuts. I made a bunch of money off that GameStop stock, and I sold it when it was worth really high because like I was like, I might not be a stock expert, but this don't seem right. I bought this a few months ago at like $2 a share, and now it's worth like $400 a share. Something ain't adding up. I'm out of this. And I sold it all, and I made a very healthy profit. But you know, like, I wouldn't have made that money without this mentality of no risk it, no biscuit. And I'm not telling you to go out there and risk a bunch of money that's going to hurt you. Don't do that. But, you know, dedicate a certain amount of money towards this, you know, project, this venture every single month, and be ready to like risk it on things. You know, that's what I would say. And that's served me well. And I've made money on things that I didn't know what the hell I was doing on lots of times. Just with that, keep my eyes open for opportunity and no risk it, no biscuit mentality. Now, the third one that I tell you about when it comes to making money as a newbie, making quick money when you're a newbie and you don't know what the hell is going on, is something I like to call the hidden thing, the hard thing. And what I mean by that is that like usually the money that you can make, it's usually in the thing that not a lot of people know about. Like if you want to make good money, it's usually still like fairly unknown. That's where you can make the good money fast, when something's still pretty unknown. Or the other way is that, like, if it's something that's perceived as hard for some reason, there's some kind of barrier to entry. There's something that keeps people from doing that thing, right? And this could be like all manner of things. But if you see something that's not well known, but there's a possible opportunity there, that's the thing where you could probably make some quick money. When I jumped into Medium a couple years ago, last year, whatever it was, I mean, there was people on Medium, but nobody in my space was talking about Medium. Nobody in the circles that I ran around was talking about Medium. And I saw how much traffic it was getting a month. And I saw the opportunity there. And the reason there was opportunity with Medium is because it's a gated community. Like, you can only read 3 articles without having to pay for a monthly membership. And the membership's $5 a month. Well, $5 a month isn't that much, but $5 a month is a barrier to entry, and that'll keep a lot of people away. So I was able to like run on in there and like start building an audience of over 1,000 followers on Medium pretty quickly, just as I was okay paying $5 a month. That was a barrier to entry. That was a hard thing. It wasn't necessarily a hidden thing, but Medium had a barrier to entry that I could overcome quickly. And I think that with the hard things, you got to ask yourself, okay, this barrier to entry, whatever it is, whether it's like a monthly paywall, that I got to pay, or whether it's some kind of like learning curve that I got to overcome, could I overcome that quickly? Could I like just deal with the paywall in an effort to make more money really fast? Or could I learn this thing really quickly and take advantage of the fact that no one else is willing to learn it really fast and like, boom, make money that way, right? So the hidden thing and the hard thing, that's where the money usually is on the internet. Hidden thing, hard thing. Like, if it's hard or if it's hidden, like, usually there's money to be had. Once everybody knows about it, once everybody's talking about it, now the quick money's dried up, okay? Now it's like, it's table scraps, what you can earn now. Those are my big 3, guys. So just to reiterate with you, keep your eyes open for opportunities. You gotta, I'll tell you another thing about the hidden thing and the hard thing really quick. I can tell you so many stories about this. But for example, like, I was reading a story. There's all these stories. This is one of my favorite like things. I love reading stories about people who have made like millions of dollars really quickly, right? I love reading stories about stuff like this. I was reading a story about a guy who started selling plots. I wish I wasn't prepared to tell you about this, but like, I can't remember his name, but he was selling plots of land on the moon to people. He made over $1 million doing that, selling plots of land to people on the moon. And there was nothing the government could do about it because like, there was no legality to the moon. He could claim that he owned the moon just as easy as anybody else. Another one you probably heard of is the guy who started the website who sold pixels. He sold advertising space on the website. It was called the $1 Million Website or whatever. This dude made over $1 million selling ad space on this one web page, right? That was pretty cool. Another one that I really thought was cool, I don't think he made quite $1 million, but he made a lot of money, was there was a website where basically it said, the thing was, the whole webpage just had one simple phrase. It was like, would you like to pay $1 to see how many other people have paid $1 on this website? Right? That was basically the gist of it. Would you like to pay $1 to see how many other people have paid $1 to see how much is, you know what I mean? Would you like to pay $1 to see how many other people have paid $1 on this website? That was basically it, right? And of course, I was doing a video about it, so like, I had to pay $1 to see, and it was crazy. It was like thousands and thousands of dollars. It must have been like $50,000, $60,000 this person made of just people paying $1 to figure out how many other people have paid $1 on the website. It was just simple curiosity. People bought into it for simple curiosity. So like, that idea of, that's just, that's like intuitive, right? It's just like, that was just a cool idea, right? But it played on curiosity. Well, the thing about like, the thing about really cool ideas and creativity like that, well, someone had to have that idea to do that website, right? But not only that, they had to execute on it. They had to have an interesting concept that you hadn't heard of before, but then they had to take it to another level and say, you know what? I think this is going to work. Let me just give it a shot and see what happens, right? Well, there was a barrier to entry because they had to have the website made. They had to have the code made to where that thing would work right. So like where as soon as you paid for the dollar, you paid your dollar, boom, you got the results. That had to be made up for the website. So there was a hard thing there. There was a barrier to entry that had to be overcome. But also it was kind of no risk it, no biscuit, right? They had to put that together and they had to take a chance on it. Hell, they didn't know if it was going to work. They just did it. Right? And it was the same with the $1 million website. It was like, he didn't know that was going to work. He just did it. It caught on and then boom, 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 boom. You could say the same thing about the guy who, the red paperclip guy, the guy who had the red paperclip and he traded it all the way up for a house, right? He didn't know that was going to work. He was just flying by the seat of his pants, right? But there was a whole thing where it was like, sorry, 'cause I'm in my garage and there's like a fly like buzzing around here. But anyways, yeah, that guy was flying by the seat of his pants. He didn't know he was going to be able to take that red paperclip and trade it all the way up to a house. It's crazy, right? But again, he was keeping his eyes open for opportunity, no risk it, no biscuit, and he was looking out for the hidden thing and the hard thing. Because with the hidden thing, not a lot of people know about it, so you can take advantage of it if you're brave and if you take action. And with the hard thing, it's like, can you overcome the barrier to entry that no one else is overcoming? That's really what it's all about. So anyways, I hope this has been helpful to you guys. Those are the 3 ways that I know for a fact, proven, that someone can come into a space without knowing what the hell they're doing, basically a newbie, and make quick money, right? I know it to be true. I've proven it many, many times. You can do it too. You just got to have a little bit of strategy and know what you're doing. That's all I would say about it. Hope this is helpful to you. If it has been helpful to you, thank you for listening. Be sure to get over to epicconversions.com. Check out my freebie. It's called 12 Secrets. I'm going to show you all about 12 secrets in the artificial intelligence space, which is going crazy right now. You definitely want a copy of that, and it's got giveaway rights too. You get a giveaway right on that ebook. When you get it, you're going to love it. You actually get the right to give it away to other people, so you can use it to build a list and stuff. It's really cool. So make sure you get over there. Now, if you've listened to this and you didn't like what I had to say, I thank you for listening this long, and I'll see you on the next episode of Index Card Insights. Peace now.